Hello there everybody, Bilbo10,000 here bringing you the penultimate episode of Spyro the Dragon. Today, we're taking on Gnasty Gnorc. We're gonna finish this off, get the main ending, and it's gonna be exciting. But before we do anything in this level, there's Gnasty, but we can't face him yet because we've got to get 500 gems. Don't get too close to him, we need to collect all these gems that we can find. And this level is unique because you don't actually fight Gnasty. It's more of an interactable boss fight with no actual fighting elements. It's like how does people describe it these days? I don't know. It's a weird fight. Okay, this is just to collect all the gems. We'll actually go after that thief in a minute, because each of the thieves in this first phase of the entire level each have keys, which you need to collect. Knock the thief down, you get the key. Pretty simple. Which are pretty standard Spyro stuff. And this thief is knocked down. And I collected all the stuff as well. That should open up this door, I believe. Which will reveal another thief, which we will then chase as well, although, as before, I'm just going to go and collect all of the gems in this run. I'm not actually going after the thief, since collecting the gems is just kind of easier. And I don't want to risk falling into the water, or the dark purple sludge. Okay, I missed those gems, but you can always go back and get those ones. Those are easy gems to collect. We need to get this thief because he will open up the platform that allows us to reach Gnasty Gnorc. Now, Gnasty Gnorc, for all he's worth, is actually not very difficult. I stopped for what reason? There we go. I got the key. I believe that's both thieves done, so I think we can now go over to Gnasty. Yes, we can. With this, Gnasty will retreat. And we then have to chase him around a giant racetrack. Now here's the thing. This section, you want to get the gems first. You're not going to catch up to Gnasty until, if you're going for an all gems run, which you hopefully should be, because you want to collect all the gems because you unlock some pretty cool stuff. So instead, we kind of just have to move around at our own pace and collect all the gems as we go. After collecting the gems, you just need to continuously charge down this course with no regard for Gnasty, and you should be fine. Now here's the thing. Gnasty Gnorc himself, he's not very threatening. You'd be surprised. Alright, let's charge after him now. Okay, missed two of those. Okay. I'm gonna hopefully still charge after him. I'm pretty sure I can reach him. I don't think I've forgot any more gems. So this shouldn't be too bad. If I missed any gems, or I think I may have to go one more charge route. I think. Because like I'm catching up, but at the same time I'm not. So I think we need to not crash from the very beginning. Otherwise I'll just jump back down. Or he won't. Or he will. Okay. Just charge after Gnasty. I kind of messed it up there because I actually had an opportunity to get him, but I didn't take it. Basically, just keep chasing him until he gets to that platform and breathe fire on him as you get up there. That should start the final phase of the fight, which I believe is the most dangerous, because the platforming elements of the final phase of the fight are just absolute hell if you're going for all the gems, because I think there are gems that you need to collect that are really tough. But yeah, Gnasty, he's pretty weak. He's got this giant armor on, but it's weak. So yeah, the final stage of the fight is very dangerous. It's to do with walls that are closing in. As such, you obviously want to be as fast as you possibly can. But if you make it to the end, it's not that difficult to kill Gnasty. There you go! Gnasty Gnorc is dead! It's that easy. That's it. We've just killed Gnasty. And now...
Sorry I took so long. I kind of forgot about you.
What about Gnasty Gnorc?
Gnasty Gnorc is toast.
So now there's order again in the Dragon Kingdom?
Well, mostly. I've still got some treasure to pick up.
What will you do next?
I'd say the sky's the limit.
That's it. That is the ending. That's how Spyro the Dragon ends. But we're not done, but I am going to treat you to these credits, because I think they're pretty cool. So, my thoughts on Spyro the Dragon. It is an amazing game for its time. It is still playable now, and while the graphics obviously haven't aged as well as you might expect, it's still an incredibly charming and incredibly fun game. A lot of the levels are incredibly memorable, such as Town Square, Ice Cavern, Stone Hill, Treetops, Misty Bog, and a lot of the Dreamweaver's worlds. It's just, this game has so much charm to it, and I think if you can play this on a PlayStation 1 or on the PS3/PS4 Virtual Console, I believe you can, do it! Play this game. It is a great introduction to the Spyro series. However, it is also very bare bones. It's a collectathon, that is all it is. I think Spyro 2 and Spyro 3 expanded upon this much better. They introduced more stories, a better menu system, better collection system that allowed you to retread levels with new power-ups, etc. This game did have one major flaw, and I think that was the boss fights. They were exceptionally weak. The boss fights were very bland, they had to make up for it with a boss level, and the actual fights it was just breathe fire on the boss, and then there you go. Such as with Jacques, his level is so intimidating, but his actual fight, you just have to follow him across some platforms, and he almost never gets a chance to attack anyway. I liked the idea of the flame breath with the fairies. I think that was a very well done power-up. I think, despite the fact that that was like the only power-up in the game, not including flight levels, and the power of flight, of course, it was good for what it was. Obviously, the later games in the series did improve upon this, but Spyro the Dragon still holds up as incredibly fun, incredibly interesting. I do like how Toasty's level here is just kind of cool. And yeah, a few Gnorcs were injured, but no sheep. So, that's pretty much the entire half of the credits. There's actually another half that hasn't been shown yet, because we still have something to do. As you can see, there's a dragon here. Let's go save it. We just rescued Magnus again.
Gnasty's ancient history now. So, what's in there?
I believe this is Gnasty's treasure hoard, but the gate will not open until you have found everything in the Dragon Kingdom. Come back when you have reached 100%.
Ironically enough, saving this guy gets me 100%. So, in the final episode of Spyro the Dragon, we're gonna take on the bonus stage, Gnasty's Loot. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Spyro the Dragon, and in the next episode we're gonna end this series on a bang! Goodbye.